Farmington Historic Foundation is celebrating their 65th anniversary with an evening in the garden dinner that will give you a chance to learn more about its history while enjoying a great meal. Joining me in studio is Managing Director Michael Aldridge. Thank you so much for joining us today. I remember back when we did our Derby special, Claudia was there live, and just seeing the visuals of it, it really is so beautiful, and it's so great that we have, preservation of these spaces. And so for those who aren't really familiar, tell us a little bit about Farmington.
Yeah, sure. Farmington was the home of the Speed family, and up to 70 enslaved individuals at one time, originally as a hemp plantation. But over the years, it became a potato farm, and then in 1959 it was saved for preservation. We were Louisville's first historic home.
Oh wow!
Joshua Speed and Abraham Lincoln were best friends, and so Abraham Lincoln visited there in 1841 for 3 weeks, which is a little bit of claim to fame of the space to come out and be where Lincoln was. And then we were again incorporated in 1959 as the first historic home in Louisville. So now we try to provide a slice of 19th century Kentucky with tours and educational programming.
Yeah, and so, the 65th anniversary, it's such a milestone for you guys. And so when people come out and take tours, what all do they kind of see and learn about the history?
Well, we have an exhibit led by our docents who have a lot of historical knowledge and have really researched the history of the campus. And so you'll start off in our visitor center, learn a lot of background information, and then we will take you to, there's a memorial to the enslaved on site where we commemorate their contributions. And then you would go to the main house and tour that and hear different things about the history of the objects and the people who lived there and inhabited the space over time.
Mm-hmm. And so your evening in the garden dinner, this is kind of like your homecoming dinner.
Right. Yeah. Every year we honor a different individual at our evening in the garden dinner who has contributed to Kentucky preservation history and landscapes. This year we're honoring our board chair, Bob Brand, for his contributions. But like you said, it's our 65th anniversary.
Yeah.
So we really are trying to treat it as a homecoming, want to invite a broad audience, everybody to kind of come back and join us and celebrate Farmington.
Mm-hmm. And where at specifically on the Farmington campus is the dinner going to take place?
Well, it's going to take place in the Brand Pavilion, which is this really big, gorgeous outdoor pavilion that we use for special events or weddings, corporate events. It's the perfect spot for those types of activities. We held our Derby breakfast there.
Oh, yeah.
And you all were out for that, and it was a really beautiful day. So, but it takes on a different feeling at night next to the formal gardens, and it'll be a really incredible evening.
Yeah, it sounds so beautiful, and you'll probably have it all kind of lit up as well, kind of that mood lighting.
We'll have beautiful lights and decor and incredible food by a full plate catering. So.
Yeah, and so will the main house be open for people to kind of walk through that night too?
It will. Yeah, we'll have our docents stationed throughout the house, and they'll be able to tell you a little bit about the history, and you can view the house at sunset, as it would have been. And our back porch was just completely restored, so you get to see the beautiful back porch in all of its glory.
Oh, I can't wait to see pictures of the event once it's all done.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, and so if people are interested in getting those tickets, because really everyone's invited to this, so how can people do that?
Visit our website at which is visitfarmington.org, and then there's a backsplash evening in the garden. But if you just visit the homepage, it'll lead you right to the tickets.
Mm-hmm. And a side note too, if you can't make it to the dinner, do you have to get tickets for tours as well?
You can get tickets Tuesday through Saturday. You can buy those online ahead of time, or you can just show up and take a tour. We do those tours every couple hours throughout the day, Tuesday through Saturday.
Gotcha. Well, it was so great meeting you.
Yeah,
and
you as
like
well.
I said, I can't wait to see pictures. I'm sure it's going to be such a beautiful event, so thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So the evening in the garden dinner is happening June 27th at Farmington. So again, for more information, just go to their website, visitfarmington.org.